right, guys, welcome back to Undisputed Interviews. Today's guest is UFC lightweight prospect Matt the Steamrolla Frevola. How are you today, sir?
Doing good, man. I was just at Matt Sarah's gym, Sarah BJJ. Got a little sparring in with Tom DeGenero's fighting in like a month.
Sir,
Yeah, local. Yeah, it was doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. My first question for you today is how did you find out about the sport of MMA and just wanted to become a professional fighter in general, and what made you want to do it?
Um, I did Taekwondo when I was real young, and then I played all sports, and I was always a competitor. And then I started wrestling in eighth grade, and then I kept wrestling all throughout high school, and then I graduated high school, and I tried to play a little football, junior college. I played a little bit, but eventually I was done with football, and I found jujitsu. I actually started watching like Kimbo Slice, and then I saw he was on the Ultimate Fighter. Started watching that, and then found out about Matt Sarah
Yeah,
and Chris Weidman and all the Long Island legends, and I started doing jujitsu, and then I started competing in jujitsu, and I was always a competitor and a tough guy, and I was doing well with competing in jujitsu, and I was boxing and doing Muay Thai, and eventually I started fighting amateur MMA.
yeah. That's funny. You said that you did Taekwondo when you were little, because I also did it. How long did you do it for?
I probably did it for like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, it was fun. I broke a bunch of boards. I
Yeah,
and then once I started training Muay Thai, my kicks were coming very natural. And then I was
yeah.
like, and then I thought about it. I was like, well, I did do Taekwondo when I was like a little kid, so it definitely transitions.
Yeah, I did it for I think about 3 4 years. So we did it a bit similar, but then I just kind of got into boxing. Like, yeah. So I that's cool that you used to do taekwondo as when you were little, because I could relate. What was your favorite part about doing it?
Um, probably like just like breaking those boards.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, breaking those boards, man.
Yeah, the
Just letting out a good like yeah.
yeah. So for me, breaking the boards was always fun, but I used to always get nervous because my mom is like super like, oh, I'll be at every event I do. So I used to get like
That's
really
awesome.
nervous.
Yeah,
Yes. So, because when I first started, she used to watch the training, and then once I like started doing it weekly, like every day, she would stop. So I started getting used to just, oh, I'm just doing this for me, and then like the eyes, like the
yeah,
watching started getting me nervous, and then I was starting embarrassing myself, and
it's
mom
good,
would be
man.
like,
You're building your team. It's amazing
yeah,
the support. Whenever whether it's like a taekwondo like thing or it's a professional UFC fight. My dad's in the crowd. My mom's
yeah.
watching, and then just everybody else who you build throughout the years. Your team, your support. It's awesome.
So how do your parents feel about like when you first started competing MMA? Did they feel, oh, we don't really like this, or were they completely supportive?
No, they were supportive. My dad was definitely he was at my all my fights. We had a great
Yeah,
time. He was a tough guy back in his days, so he loved it. And I was winning. I was good at it. So they didn't see me lose a fight till I got to the UFC. So it was fun. The come up.
yeah. My mom is kind of on I don't know if you should do this. Like, let's stick to coaching. Like, let's stick to no. I don't like. Let's stick to you not getting punched in the face.
Yeah,
And
not well.
yeah,
There's a time and a place. You just stick to training, stick to having fun, and the positive benefits just through training. Through your whole
yeah,
life, just building discipline, building hard work, and it outweighs that. And then you compete every once in a while, and you could be surprised. You could take a shot.
yeah, yeah. That's kind of what I'm starting to figure out. I've only competed once, but I'm sparring like weekly. So I'm starting to
Nice.
figure out, oh, okay, I can take a clean punch and I can still not be like, oh, I don't like that. Like I can still move
Yeah,
forward with
and
it.
then you start working your defense. You start seeing those punches. You keep
Yeah.
your hands up. You're slipping punches. You're making a miss, and it gets fun, man.
Yeah, that's like the big thing right now is defense for me. Because I'm good with offense, but I kind of do a thing. Like I know some fighters focus on offense and then like during the fight and they don't do the defense, or they do the defense and don't do the offense. So we're kind of just learning to mix that together.
And it's a sweet science.
Yes, sir. So my next question for you is, are you? Do you have a certain opponent in mind for your return? When do you want to get back in there?
No, right now I'm just training, having fun, not really worrying about thinking about fighting right now. But we'll see. I'll start getting in shape, start feeling
Well,
good, and then we'll see what's next. Right now I'm just helping my team. I'm coaching, I'm teaching, and staying in the gym, which is where I want to be.
yeah. So obviously you have a big team of with people like Billy Cortillo, Sterling, Marab, Dennis Bazookian, and
Yeah.
a bunch. Let's see. Yeah, there's a couple other guys. So obviously you were there. I met you at Tampa at the weigh-ins. You were there for Billy Q's fight. What were your thoughts on the whole Billy Q fight?
Dude, Billy, that was a heartbreaker. Billy was doing so well. Uh,
Yeah,
he he was he. I had him winning those first two rounds. They were close. It was a great fight, but this is the fight game, and when you're fighting the best guys in the world, that happens. I feel like Billy could definitely beat that guy. Eight times out of 10. But Cub Swanson's a legend, and
yeah,
he landed a perfect combo with the perfect timing and caught him. But Billy took it on the chin. That's what this fight game teaches you. It humbles you, and it just reminds you that you get knocked down, but you always get back up, and you get back up and you see the real people that are around you are the real ones. So it's all good. Billy's down there
yeah,
crushing it. He'll fight again. He'll win again. And it was a great time down in Tampa.
yeah. So I was there live, and I also had Billy up 2-0. I thought they were close. I thought they're like really
Yeah,
close
they
rounds
were
where it
close.
could.
They were fun rounds, close rounds. But I thought Billy won those too.
Yeah, I thought he was up 2-0. But I thought Cub was winning the third, but I thought Billy was starting to build momentum, and then he got caught. And yeah, dude, it was a nasty too.
Yeah, that was a
It was
perfectly
like the
timed 3-2.
it was like picture perfect.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's one of Billy's best combos too.
were you in the corner?
No, no, I was in the crowd, but I had awesome seats. That was a great night of fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of Joel Alvarez? His performance against Jakar Cloak on that card.
He's good, man. He's fun to watch. He's a big lightweight, like six
Yeah,
three, and then that was a beautiful finish. He had like a front headlock, like a guillotine choke, standing guillotine, and then like landed a punch while like Jakar was like going down sleeping.
yeah.
That was an awesome finish.
I mean, it was amazing. The flying knee into like it was like a
Oh
front
yeah,
choke
the flying
while
knee too.
while
Uh,
punching him in the head, and Jakar just
yeah,
fell. I was like, dude, this kid is for real.
yeah, that was nice, and he's got a good win streak going now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he's good.
Do you think he should move up to 170? Because I know he said that the weight cut is getting difficult.
Oh, if I was 6'3", I'd be a heavyweight.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I feel like he should stick at 55. I feel like 'cause, like a lot of the 55ers are like just 6 foot or like 5'11. He's like like him and Jalen Turner are the only two that are
Yeah,
real
it's
tall.
definitely an advantage.
Yeah. So with your last fight with Perez ZM, how what holes did you see in his previous fights where you were like, okay, this is where I could capitalize, and what was different in the fight itself than what you had seen on the tape?
Um, I wanted to wrestle more. I thought I could definitely use my jiu-jitsu. And he was good on the ground as well.
Yeah.
Um, and then his striking was great. He was good.
Yeah, I feel like you and GM were both really like untested on the ground because you both are known. Like you're known for the first dude to knock out Drew Dober, and he's known for just like point fighting. So I thought that was an interesting clash going in, and I thought it was cool that we could see the wrestling of both.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see how how his career progresses.
What's your prediction for his for ZM's fight against Mike Davis on the Saudi Arabia card?
That's gonna be a good fight. I like Mike Davis. I think Mike Davis, if he stays healthy and keeps training and keeps fighting, he'll be a future champ.
Yeah, for sure. What did I forget who he fought. I think he's from like Israel or Argentina or something. Like with the
Yeah,
mohawk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Israeli kid.
Yeah, I thought Mike Davis really impressed me in that fight.
Yeah, man, he's like got very good striking and then very good wrestling and jiu-jitsu. He's so well rounded. Um, yeah, he's got all the tools.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of exciting fights in the lightweight. Obviously, the ZM fight, the title fight with Islam and Armin. Who do you got in that one?
I won is or no, I want Armin to win just because I fought Armin and it'd be cool to say I fought a champ. And
Yeah.
I think Armin's probably the best chance out of anybody to beat Islam because
Hmm.
besides that, Islam is so good. He's just been beating everyone. I don't see anybody beating Islam unless it's Armin.
Yeah, like I know, I think a lot of people were surprised with Islam's, especially his kicks in the Poirier fight. Like
Yeah,
me
man,
personally,
he's so good.
yeah, me personally, I thought he was gonna wrestle more, but his striking looked really improved.
Yeah, he's and then he's got the Khabib like wrestling and then his jiu-jitsu is beautiful. Like that like short arm Darce that he hit on Dustin was insane. Never
Yeah,
seen that before.
and I don't know, like the ankle pick that he did, like the ankle
Oh,
drag,
nasty,
that was
nasty.
insane.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't even remember Khabib doing that. That was something I've never seen. Just from the clinch, Poirier broke, and then he just grabbed the ankle like that. I thought that was
Oh yeah,
amazing.
and then yeah, that was a amazing takedown.
So yeah, so like obviously it's a new year in 2025. What are some goals for you in your personal life outside of fighting, and what are some goals for like competing wise, fighting wise in the UFC?
Um, I got my son. He's 6 months old, so I want to raise him. Be a great dad for him all year, and then my wife. I want to treat her like amazing, like the queen that she is, and
Is she looking at you right now?
yeah, yeah,
I could tell. I was like,
and uh, and then coaching. I want to coach a lot this year
yeah.
and help my team and just stay in the gym and keep making money, and then we'll see competition wise. Get some big wins.
Yes, sir. I love it. I think a very cool fight for you would be King Green, Bobby Green.
Yeah,
That's one I've been wanting to see for a while. When you beat Drew Dober, I was like, now they should do it. They're I think oh no, Bobby wasn't ranked yet. I think he was like right outside the rankings. You had just hit the rankings. So I thought that was gonna be a cool fight. And then he fought Grant Dawson and just wow.
yeah, yeah.
One
I
shot.
wanted to fight him for a while.
Especially the walkout, the ski song that he walked out to, and then he just went in there and slapped Grant Dawson. I thought that was like, dude, this dude
Oh
still
yeah,
has a
yeah.
lot
He's
of time
good,
left.
man. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, so this question is for like up and coming fans or up and coming amateurs or pros. When especially with people that are new to fighting, when you're backstage before you're walking out for your fight, how do you like I know some fighters don't get nervous. How do you handle and channel your nerves, and how are you able to use that to your advantage in the fight itself?
You know, backstage, I'm ready. I know I'm ready. I put in a I every fight I've had, I put in a full fight camp. I take no shortcuts during that fight camp. I spar every week, twice a week. I do my puke drills. I push the sled. I do my strength and conditioning. I do my jujitsu. I do my Muay Thai. I do my pads. I prepare the right way, the the best I can, and
Yes,
then
sir.
that gives me my confidence. So I know I'm ready, and then I just keep telling myself I'm ready. Let's do this. And then it's more like you're anxious, like the waiting around, like you wish, like, all right, let's just do this, let's just do this. But
Yeah.
you know it's coming. And then I do my same stretch routine, my same warm up back in that locker room that I do at the gym. So I get my body ready. Every I'll do that same warm up. Before my sparring, I'll do it just backstage as well. And then I just say, let's do this. And then the time comes, and we fight.
Yeah, so you said that you always have full cans. Are you opposed to taking things on short notice, or is it just timing?
Um, I was never like a short notice guy, but I took, like, had short notice opponent changes.
Mhm.
But I've always, I need my, like, 2 months at least.
Yeah.
But I've had many, like, last minute opponent changes, and then that's kind of why I'm like, I'm ready. I put in a fight camp. I'll fight anybody on this date.
Mhm. Yeah, because I know there's some UFC fighters that I've talked to where I want 8 weeks for one opponent, where they're like, if my opponent falls out, I just won't fight. Like, I want
Yeah,
8 weeks for one guy.
yeah. A
I
lot
always
of
thought that
people
was
are like
interesting.
that, and I think, like, when you're later in your career, and you put your trust in your coaches and your management to help
Hmm.
you make those decisions. But I know, like, for me, I was in a couple of situations where it was COVID. I went all the way out in Abu Dhabi, and, like, they switched my opponent the day of weigh-ins, and I'm like, come on, like, I didn't go all the way out to Abu Dhabi to not fight. I was like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fighting, And then another time it was like I had, like, two fights canceled before, and then I had an opponent change the week of the fight. So I was like, fuck, like, I want to fight. I've already had so many cancellations. Let's just do it. But you got to be smart about that decision, whether to take the fight or not.
Does the you accepting an opponent on late notice? Are you one of the fighters where you would maybe want raising money, or you just I've done the camp, I've put in the work. I don't care about the money. I'm just here to do my job.
Oh, hell yeah! You try to get that raise every chance you can. Of course,
Okay.
you better ask for. You better tell them, hell yeah, I'll take that fight. Just give me more money. If you're not saying that, you better fire your manager.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, in the amateurs, we don't get money, but
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
if we did,
Hey, you tell
I'd
you tell
take
them,
it.
give me a bigger percentage of my ticket sales for my next fight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's smart.
Yeah.
So Aljamain Sterling, right? One of your teammates. He fought Movsar Evloev at UFC 310. I know it was kind of a controversial decision. I personally thought Aljo won 2 rounds to 1. How did you see that fight? Did you feel Aljo won, or did you think they
Oh
made the?
yeah, Aljo all day, man. He's so good. He looks so good at 145, and Aljo's got that X factor that he could
Hmm.
submit anybody in the world. He could be a world champ at 145, and I'm excited to see his next fight. And that was such a good fight between. He might have not gotten his hand raised, but his stock still goes up after that fight.
Oh
Um,
yeah, absolutely. So I feel a lot of people have thought coming to that fight, two grapplers is going to be boring, but after the fact, I feel that they both raised, like you said, raised their stock. Like for grappling nowadays, some fights can be boring. I thought that was like wow, like that's two high level grapplers who put on an exciting grappling fight.
Yeah, definitely. And that's just, the evolution of the fans. Now the fans are more educated in jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and it's fun to see.
Yes, sir, absolutely. So Aljo used to be the bantamweight champion, and he lost the the title to O'Malley. Did you find it interesting that he didn't get a rematch, or that he didn't get a top 4 or 5 ranked featherweight when he moved up? That he got like a number A rank, considering his previous fight was a championship fight.
No, it doesn't surprise me. They want. I mean, they always gave Aljo. They always tried to give him like the shit end of the stick, so to say. Uh, but Aljo can beat anybody in the world. So
Yeah.
um, he's in a good spot right now. So I'm excited to see him.
Do you know if he's in camp? I heard some rumors that he was fighting Arnold Allen in London. Do you know if that's true, or you not allowed to say?
I don't know. I know he's in Vegas. He's got a house in Vegas. He lives out in Vegas now.
Oh, okay.
Um, and he's in Marab's camp helping Marab. So I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think we'll probably see Aljo. I want to say probably March, April, March, April, May. I bet you Aljo fights.
Yeah, because I heard something like in January that he was fighting Diego Lopez, and then I heard he was fighting Arnold Allen. So I was
Y-
like, that's interesting. Because then I heard Lopez
Yeah,
was fighting Emmett.
I saw that rumor with Arnold Allen. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about it.
So like you said, he's with Marab, and Marab is fighting on the same card as Makashev, defending the lightweight title. What is your prediction for Umar and Marab? Like me personally, I have Marab. I feel he's just better overall.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm hoping Marab goes in there and just Marabs him.
Yeah.
It's just like it throws his strikes, have some fun, takes him down, lets him up, beats him up, takes him down, lets him up, beats him up. Um, Marab is so fun to watch, and he's hard to stop. And but Umar is definitely an amazing fighter. He's Khabib's brother, undefeated. So I think this is going to be Marab's toughest challenge, and
Yes, sir.
uh, and I'm excited to see him rise to the occasion.
So do you feel with if Marab gets this victory January 11th that they would give uh him the Pantoja fight because Pantoja is such a dominant champion, or like how some fans say that they gave Marab and Aljo the short end of the stick, that they would just make him fight Piotr Jan again?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that they would want Pantoja to go up and fight, try to be a champ because then that kind of kills the flyweight division. But
Mm, it's interesting.
yeah, right. But and we'll see. I there's a hopefully I'd like to see. I'd have to look at the rankings for bantamweight,
Yeah,
but
because I know for me personally, one of my fights I wanted to see in 2025 was Pantoja Marab, because I thought it'd be
yeah,
a very interesting fight on the feet, considering Pantoja has the submission advantage, but Marab has the grappling advantage, and
yeah,
Marab has
that
the
would be
cardio.
that would be a great fight. I mean, that's a super fight right there. That'd be fun.
Yeah, because I feel like they gave. I mean, obviously Connor was a way bigger star, but they gave Connor that opportunity. They gave DC that opportunity. So why not give Pantoja that opportunity, considering how dominant he's been?
Yeah, and he has kind of beaten everybody in the flyweight division.
Hmm.
There's not really many challengers for him there anymore.
Yes, sir. So my final question for you tonight is do you have any do you have a message to your fans that have supported you throughout your career, and what can the fans expect from you in 2025?
I appreciate all the support I've gotten throughout my career. You know, through the ups, through the downs. It's like crazy just the amount of love that people have shown me. It means the world to me. And I'm gonna be giving back this whole year. I want if anybody ever recognized me, just come say what's up. And if anybody wants to train, hit me up and we could train. And it's gonna be a great year. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and I can promise y'all, Matt Frevola is a nice dude. If you go up to him and ask you for an interview, he's not gonna be like, "What? No, kid." Because
Yeah, man.
I met you at the weigh-ins. I kind of just walked up, shook your hand, got a photo. I was like, "You mind if we get an interview?" And
Yeah, man. And
so I
then
appreciate that.
Next time I'm down in Tampa, you gotta come by Billy Q's gym and we'll get some training in.
Where is it, the Gracie?
It's Gracie Pack.
Yeah, I was there. I want to say like 5 weeks ago
Nice.
because I called. I knew it was Billy Q's gym, and one of my friends that watches MMA was like, "Oh, you should call and see if Billy Q's there. You could just get an interview." So I called and I walked in. They're like, "Yeah, you can come train." I said I was a boxer, and then I showed up. They're like, "No, we only do grappling here." And I was like, "I think I'm at the wrong gym."
Maybe you're at the wrong spot. I don't know, but they do everything there.
Yeah.
They do boxing classes. They do kickboxing, MMA, jiu-jitsu. They do it all.
All right, bet. Well, yeah, I'm down to train next time you're in Tampa. Let me know. We could get some rounds in. I would be honored to do that.
All right, sounds good, man. Nice talking to you.
All right, man. Appreciate your time, Mr. Matt Frevola, everybody. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace,
Later,
man.
man. Have a good one.
Hey. You too, man. Appreciate you.